I'm Tracy Lawrence, and you're watching Lynxx 24, connecting you to the community.
Welcome to your hometown news. I'm Joe Minney with my co-host Whitney Sanjari. And May is Military Appreciation Month, and I think most Americans can appreciate the need for the military, but don't always know what they do. So in order to better appreciate the job that they do, and they have at the base, we have Base Commander Colonel Zyzda-Martin from Volk Field to give us a better picture into the day-to-day operations on the base. So welcome back to the program, Colonel Zyzda-Martin.
Thank you very much. It's nice to be back.
Yes, it's been a few months.
Yes, it was. It was cold out last time I was here.
You just got on the job.
Correct.
Yeah. So how's it been in the last few months?
It's been busy, but good.
Okay.
Very good.
So let's just go right into it. What's Volk Field up to these days?
So Volk Field is, since the beginning of March, we have pretty much had exercises continuously. So you've probably seen a lot of airplanes flying through the air. It's nice. So we've been continuously doing exercises. This is probably going to be one of the biggest or busiest years in history. 8 large exercises going on, plus a bunch of small exercises.
So you're bringing in a lot of different units.
A lot of different units, a lot of different airplanes, and multi-domain training. So we might have ground forces working with air. We had some special ops here working with Fort McCoy as well, going back and forth between the 2 bases. So.
And when you say, I'm the non-military one
Go
here.
ahead.
When you say exercises, like what does that kind of mean or entail in military terms?
So exercises are something we put together to train like we fight. So we expect to go down range or sometimes do domestic operations here, hurricane relief. So we'll put together exercises so people get to mimic that and practice their skills.
Oh, that's where like I've done some. You can you hire civilians sometimes to act in mass casualty situations or something.
You've done that.
Exactly.
Yeah, back in the day.
Well, thank you for doing that.
Recovered fine.
Yes.
And so you have an exercise coming up this month, right?
So we have one going on right now, and then another one will happen later this month, which is going to have a lot of heavy aircraft here. So when I say heavy, so mobility aircraft or ones that carry forces and move cargo in and out. Yeah. And
that's a mobility exercise where you're practicing deploying?
So no, it's it's called Mobility Guardian, and it's mobility troops that are planning multiple parts of their training. So it's not just deploying in and out, but it's their skills. So we just
base setup and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Okay.
So we at Volk Field give them the base to do this. We don't give them. They come in with whatever training they need to do, and we just facilitate that for them.
Awesome.
Okay. So it could be multiple branches of the military.
Absolutely, multiple branches of the military. We've also had other government agencies coming in working with them because, for example, domestic operations, you need FEMA involved and other security or police and Homeland Security, so multiple different agencies come in for these.
It's a lot of coordinating.
It is. It is. And so that's what we do at Volk Field.
So going to that, so when these branches come in and you gotta put them up, you gotta feed them.
Yep.
And so are you building accommodations? Are you giving them tent space?
So we have
your camping site.
For you, Joe, there's a tent. But we have about 1,000 billeted rooms, so there are comfortable rooms that they can stay in. However, maybe when the Marines come in, that part of their training is to put up their tent and bear base and make water or whatever. So we give them those facilities as well. So the infrastructure, the people that work at Volk Field ensure that they have what they need, and we supply it for them for whatever training they need. So yeah, we have plenty of rooms for them.
So you have a lot of different coordinators of all that stuff.
Absolutely. Yep.
So and they're all different units on Volk.
On Volk, yep. So we do have one core group of folks in our Combat Readiness Training Center, the CRTC, that's their sole job. So I have civil engineers that make sure everything is running appropriately, that they've got all the vehicles they need to do their training. I've got people taking care of the rooms and making sure we get them flipped for the next exercise in time to come in. It's the myriad of everything. I have air traffic controllers to ensure that they're there to work, and it's the myriad of everything they would need to come in and do their exercise.
So about how many people are stationed or at Volk Field
Year round?
Yeah, year round.
Permanent party?
So we have our staff is made up of state employees, so a lot of Wisconsin state employees, some active duty folks, and then active duty on government service. So you're going to see about 400 to 500 people, and we have Army folks there as well, but they're all in different statuses, so don't think that there are 400 to 500 military folks. I also have part-time National Guard personnel that will come in and do their training, just like any other in the Madison unit would or Milwaukee. Yeah. So it ebbs and flows. So it's not static there. Everything is just always moving with different numbers of people on base.
That's awesome. That's a lot. I mean, and plus you're maintaining the same support for Madison.
Absolutely.
At the same time. So.
Madison and Duluth and Sioux Falls, South Dakota units come in here and fly in and use our base. They all have F-16s, so they will use our air traffic control, do approaches into the base, and use them to fly. And anybody else flying overhead that wants to use it. Every so often I see a C-130 coming through. I'm like, where'd they come from? They aren't staying here. They were just flying through and doing an approach or some of their training.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So can, like a civilian such as myself, is there things that, can I get onto base?
So right now, usually you could. Yeah. Right now, because of COVID, we are not letting other personnel on base. And the reason being is when I bring these exercises together, I'm bringing people from all over the country. So I don't want to have a super spreader. We know COVID's not gone. We wish it to be gone. But if I look in the state of Michigan or in what's going on in India, I don't want to bring disparate people together and then put even more in there. So only mission essential personnel are let on base. When COVID's gone, there will absolutely be the capability to get civilians on base.
Are you kind of like sequestering each unit separately?
So
kind of quarantining them?
I let those units lead their people. We'll give them rooms and they decide how they put them together. But there's some times that they have to be working together, but we try to keep them as separate as possible to make it safe and secure, and then mask up when we have people that are from disparate units, because war doesn't stop because of COVID, so we need to figure out a new way of training, and this is how we're doing it.
Okay, so to appreciate the military some more, let's do a little bit of a trivia.
Okay, this is the military history part. I like your tie.
Oh, thank you so much. Yes.
Your Air Force tie.
I got to represent, and I'm in my blues. So, how old is the United States military?
The United States military, this is a tricky question.
Yeah, it was.
In 1636,
Okay.
the militia, or which would be now the National Guard, in Massachusetts was the first time we documented any militia. So 1636, that's 365 years old.
Yeah.
And it's National Guardsmen.
Well before Revolutionary War.
Exactly.
So.
And
did you know that before coming today, or you?
Absolutely. Come on, I'm in the National Guard. And we call us the Minutemen, and that's because they need to be ready on the spot any minute. So that's why the National Guard are still called Minutemen. Yeah.
And it was Massachusetts, so that's why the Patriots are there in Boston.
This is
so many things linking up here.
Yes.
So time goes by, and then they said, you know what, let's have an Air Force. So when did that happen?
That happened after World War II. So it was the Army Air Corps during World War II, and then after World War II, they split off and made their own military. I will tell you, though, the most amount of aircraft are not in the Air Force. They're actually in the Army.
Yes.
I know you were going to hit me with that one, right?
They do throw that back in our faces every so often.
They do.
So, we have more fixed-wing aircraft.
But we're more efficient.
Yes, of course we are.
And lethal.
Okay, so we only got like a minute left.
Okay.
So Military Appreciation Month, we have a couple events coming up. What's the next big event that you guys are kind of like involved in for the public?
Well, Camp Douglas is going to have the Armed Forces Day parade on the 15th.
Okay.
And so we will have a part in that. And then, of course, Travis Tritt's going to be here the next weekend.
Travis Tritt.
In Camp Douglas. So that
will be fun and exciting.
Yes, it will.
So, and then any planned public events after that then?
None yet. Again, we're being super cautious with COVID, and we would like to, my goal is to start opening up, and it's really, I want to get through these exercises through July and see how it's going, and then reassess. I want it open.
Okay, well, good luck with that, and we'll probably have you back here again to tell us when you're open.
All right.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
Well, catering for the cast and crew has been provided by Strike Zone and Pizzones in Toma, where there's great food and fun for the whole family. But first, we want to thank our sponsors, and we're going to be right back.
Hometown News is brought to you by Oakdale Credit Union, Hardware Hank in New Lisbon, the Fun Company Game Room Store, and the Little Cottage Home Decor and more in New Lisbon.
It's been a long day.
Mom, what's for dinner?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
I really don't feel like cooking, so...
The best pizza. Look at that crust and cheese. Amazing burgers and steaks. Just the way I like it. Food the whole family loves. That's our specialty. And don't forget, 12 lanes of bowling fun and a huge game room. Rain or shine, always a great time. Strike Zone at Pizzone's in Toma. We love being active and living life to the fullest, but life can sometimes have other plans. Do you suffer from neck and lower back pain, muscle aches, and poor mobility? Trust Olson Chiropractic to find you the right treatments that fit your needs, including the benefits of an alkaline lifestyle and healthy nutrition to help guide you to a better, more active life. Call Olson Chiropractic today, trusted in Toma for over 20 years. Hardware Hank knows you have projects, lots of important projects, from paint to plumbing, electrical, and yard maintenance. We have the area's largest selection of Milwaukee tools. Hey, it's what the pros use. We even have an in-store chainsaw sharpening service. It's time to build your property's value with Hardware Hank New Lisbon.
You've got a lot more going for you with Hank, Hardware Hank.
The Oakdale Credit Union has spent decades serving Oakdale, Mauston, and Reedsburg. From comprehensive financial services to reliable mortgage loans, we strive to provide unparalleled care.
I like the warm and friendly atmosphere each and every time I come in. The staff is very knowledgeable and truly cares about its members.
Come and learn more about the Oakdale Credit Union, where we treat you like a member of the family.
This hot tub is so relaxing. The stress of the week just melts away.
Hanging out with friends is fun.
And we have so many reasons to get together.
My Traeger grill is the difference between a good
and an amazing barbecue.
The Fun Company Game Room Store
is where the fun begins.
At Toma Health, we're dedicated to quality community care close to home.
Quality care means that I strive every day to ensure that the care I give my patients is nothing but the best. I treat my patients as how I would want my own family to be treated.
Quality care to me really means offering the best practices to each and every patient. We're also grateful for the outpouring of community support.
Toma Health, proudly providing quality care for our community. Toma Health, together in care.
You're watching Lynxx 24.
Connecting you to the community.
Welcome back to the program. It's time to bid. You're leaving, Joe.
Yes.
A fond farewell for Joe. Here is a short video that we have of some of the shows that Joe has worked on in the past. Maybe a gag reel.
I don't know. It's probably not highlights. This is my first parade.
April and Nick will join the show.
To have you on the parade.
What now? Oh.
It's something plain.
No, go ahead.
Especially a veteran as well.
Yes.
So we're honoring you during Armed Forces Day.
No, it's very special for me. I'm a retired U.S. Air Force veteran.
What'd you think of the jewelry?
Oh, it was lovely. I did see a piece that was for Les Miserables, and that was kind of neat. So
all right.
That was kind of neat.
We have to do an official welcome because while you've all seen Joe Minney a couple times on the camera, we would like to officially welcome you as an anchor, Joe, and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, thank you. I'm new to the area relatively. I moved here in 2014. I'm a retired Air Force veteran. Been in the local area, Monroe County, and I'm really happy to be in the area. Married to a Warrens girl, so that's why I'm here.
Local ties.
But born and raised in the Hawkeye State.
Well, thank you for your service, and we're glad you're here.
I have to say that, Joe, you look very close, like to the Discover Wisconsin host that we had a couple months ago. I thought that's who you were. First, I was like, oh, we're retiring Discover Wisconsin.
I could probably be the Discover Iowa host.
That's a good show. All right, well, welcome, Joe. We're glad to have you. Lynxx 24 would like to say a big thank you to our police officers in Tomah, New Lisbon, and Mauston, and surrounding communities.
Yes, go cops. All dogs must be on a leash and up to date on vaccinations. Register online at chasingdaylight.org.
You can't take your cats to that,
I
right?
don't think that'd be
I
recommended.
would love to. Oh, we have cats. Little Mittens and Grace have their paw art.
As long as they're leashed. Doc Shekel here with the lab.
And his topic tonight,
His topic
Joe?
tonight is pendulums, and we're going to have a swinging good time.
That's so true. That's a good fun. That's
Thank you very much. Okay, so are you considered a mean girl too?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so Arthur, you're not a mean boy, I take it?
No,
okay.
I'm such a wimp.
Do Cranfest,
I
Joe?
do Cranfest. I'm there all 3 days. You'll see me on the corner of Oakwood and Main Street. I'll be there.
Reserving, you sell out your property for parking,
Yeah,
right?
well, just park cars.
Well, my sister and I are taking our bomb this year, so we love it.
Oh.
Our testers
Yes,
today.
we do. Laura Berg and Joe Minney.
So,
welcome.
Yeah,
Views from.
keep going.
Okay, yep. You guys keep drinking over there.
All right. What do you think?
So good. Almost.
Very truffly.
And quite minty.
Oh, no, they were decadent, that's for sure. That's a good word. Who doesn't have those antique toys in their cubby holes?
Yeah.
There's a Lego stretched incredible hook that goes for like $4,000 to $5,000. It's crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you ever done an auction or?
No, but I like toys.
Okay. All right.
Grab your popcorn and sit back. It's time for your mini movie minute, and it's
By
spring.
Joe Minney. I just had to say that.
It's okay.
The one that I'm interested in is The Angel Has Fallen because I love Gerard Butler.
Yeah, he's great in everything.
Oh, yes. He's just so.
He's got the screen presence, and he's got
Yes.
the macho.
Yes, he does.
Yeah,
And
he's
just that whole kind of. I loved him in Sparta. Sparta? Was it 500? Or just 500?
300.
300.
That's what made it more remarkable.
Yeah, that it was that small amount of people doing that much.
I'm waiting for the movie to come out about Tomah, though, not Sparta.
Ha 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 ha! Did you get that? Joe was funny.
It's terrible.
Funny there. That's. So Joe, you don't hunt. You're not a.
I do. I actually have been hunting for the last few years.
Okay.
I'm not good at it. I've been trying at it.
You got to practice.
I've got my deer license. I got my gun license.
Okay.
I've been working on it. I've been going out and doing a little bit of waterfowl. New to Wisconsin, so I got to catch up.
Okay.
I didn't come
Well,
from a
that's
hunting
fair. That's
family.
fair. I mean, you have to start somewhere, and you have to practice. So good for you, Joe. Yeah.
And I like your nice pink camo.
Hey,
tonight.
thanks. I maybe should start practicing hunting. I don't know.
I once wanted to fly a Cessna 175 Skylark, and I shared this with Sid Cowan, who was very upfront with me and said,
"You don't want to learn in that. That's a sissy airplane."
Actually, I'm joking. Sid was referring to the design of his plane and how his plane doesn't use foot pedals for rudder control. It's all controlled by the steering wheel. Incredible.
But tonight is Star Wars for me, so.
Tonight, you're going to see it tonight?
You betcha, right after this.
Oh, I didn't know that it was tonight. Like, okay, wow, I gotta get.
Yeah, you gotta get.
I have been baking cookies, Joe, for so many people lately. I just can't. I don't have time for movies.
Well, the force is strong with this one.
Okay, well, the force is really strong in my kitchen with lots of baking cookies. So, time for big game snacks and predictions.
The Extreme Edition.
Okay, wow.
Well, why is it extreme? What's the?
I don't know.
Probably because you got a bear shirt on.
And
That's
I don't
probably
have
why it's
anything
extreme.
on.
Okay. I mean, we know what we're talking about. We know what you're talking about. Okay, she's.
Well, this Sunday's big game is just an extension of the holiday time for me. It's still
extending Christmas and New Year's.
This is just a big holiday season for me as a football fan.
Very
so.
good.
It's a jam-packed show tonight. We're gonna have a couple of interviews, and it's gonna be good.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Good show.
Yeah.
Alice, pick up.
Or go home.
There's Amish Joe.
This is so comfortable. Okay, so I am leaving. This is my last show, and it's been a 3-year thrill ride being here at Lynxx, so it's been fun. And we have April and Nick joining us here in a bit, and we're going to go down memory lane with Nick. So a little farewell. Oh.
Yeah. Hey, are we on?
Yeah, they're boycotting because you're leaving.
Yes.
Are we on? Are we talking?
It was so nice of you to make it.
Well, okay, I will speak. I will speak first. Joe, you're looking wonderful. Whitney, you're looking as wonderful. And I was so surprised to hear that. But congratulations. I miss being there, so I can shake your hand, give you a hug, and all that good stuff. You're still sticking around. Are you still teaching?
I don't know if I have been substituting, but I don't know if I will still be able to. I think I'm going to be working kind of full-time now as an anchor for Channel 19, ABC affiliate in LaCrosse.
All I can tell you is that I had the most fun teasing you of anyone else there on all of the staff and cast. And you've got such a good sense of humor, and you're really fun to be around. I am going to miss you, as I miss everybody that's there at Lynxx 24.
Well, I'm going to miss you too. Yeah, I'm going to miss everybody.
Thank you.
Well, I was just watching Joe and I together, and does my hair change that much?
Yes, it does.
It was a real tour of hair.
That's how you can mark the years.
Yes. Oh, that was.
Joe, I remember our first time together doing the parade, and it's kind of a nice ending for you to be on doing the military appreciation, because above all, the service you've given our country has been amazing, and you have such a high your sense of character, your character traits, your authenticity, your genuineness, and your little bit of dry humor. I will deeply miss you and surprised, but I'm so proud that you're taking this next leap, and you'll be amazing.
Well, I appreciate that, April. And coming from you, being the anchor here now, it's like, it's nice. So thank you so much. But I think we're running out of time. We have to go to commercial. So we'll come back and we'll have Nick's Moments in History.
Oh, I can't wait.
I know, I can't either.
Well, Nick.
What's the more in the little cottage home decor and more? Fashion. Shopping is fun at the little cottage. Update your look and discover more at the Little Cottage Home Decor and More, New Lisbon.
We love being active and living life to the fullest, but life can sometimes have other plans. Do you suffer from neck and lower back pain, muscle aches, and poor mobility? Trust Olson Chiropractic to find you the right treatments that fit your needs, including the benefits of an alkaline lifestyle and healthy nutrition to help guide you to a better, more active life. Call Olson Chiropractic today, trusted in Toma for over 20 years.
The Oakdale Credit Union has spent decades serving Oakdale, Mauston, and Reedsburg. From comprehensive financial services to reliable mortgage loans, we strive to provide unparalleled care.
I like the warm and friendly atmosphere each and every time I come in. The staff is very knowledgeable and truly cares about its members.
Come and learn more about the Oakdale Credit Union, where we treat you like a member of the family.
Hi, I'm Josh Tully from The Josh Tully Show. You're watching Lynxx 24, connecting you to the community.
Okay, it's time for Nick's Moments in History, but Nick, we got 4 minutes, so can you do some speed reading?
Okay, I'm going to do it right there. As a tribute to you, Joe, I'm going to talk about one of the new 7 wonders of the world. On this day in 1994, the tunnel linking England to France under the English Channel was officially opened. Now, unless you think that that's trivial, okay, a point in history, you are to be enlightened to know that 31-mile tunnel referred to as the Channel was suggested almost 200 years before, all awaiting new engineering. Unlike our own bridge tunnel systems, the Channel Tunnel does not allow vehicles to drive through it. That was a surprise to me. Everything and everybody goes by train. Up to 400 trips per day, carrying on an average 50,000 passengers, 6,000 cars, 180 coaches, 54,000 tons of freight every day. And you know what? They do that in 35 minutes with speeds up to 100 miles per hour. It took 6 years to build it, cost $17 billion in today's stuff. It's about 300 feet below the seabed with about another 250 of water on top of that. And they use boring machines that weighed a ton to do. Each train is about 8 football fields long. There's about 3 tunnels, actually, 2 for trains, 1 for emergencies. And you pull your car into the train, or you stay with it during the half-hour trip. And optionally, you could take the ferry, but between the two of them, ferry takes an hour and a half versus 35 minutes. And they both cost a small fortune. I mean, in season, it's like $800 round trip. So it's nothing over taking a plane, I guess. So there you go, Joe. That was your last deal. It's one of the new wonders of the 7 wonders of the world, the engineering feat. And you are one of the wonders yourself. One of our wonder children gone off to bigger and better things. Okay. And so there. Did I do that within the time limit?
Oh, well, yeah, we actually got some extra time. So I remember when the channel opened, and there were some old folks in England that were worried about, you know, the last invasion was in 1066, and now there's a way to do it again.
Yeah, well, that's a military mindset. What was that? William the Conqueror? Oh yeah, I remember that deal. Okay, well, this one here, the British are going to invade France on this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but actually, I think there's more travel that goes from London to the mainland than vice versa. For whatever reason, okay?
Yeah, it's duty free. They like to go over there for the chocolate.
The deals.
Yeah. What chocolates? Oh, yeah? Oh.
Well, the Belgian chocolate, it's right across the border of France.
Yeah. You know, one of the interesting things is when you come out, you have to be careful in your car because, you know, in England, they go driving on that side, France on the other side. And, you know, that could be a major headache. But they got, for all you viewers there, they've got videos if you want to go into YouTube, and they got videos about the tunnel, and it shows you the approach and going down and everything. It's quite a marvel. I was surprised. I was surprised to learn it. Well, I'm going to miss giving you guys a history lesson here.
Oh, is this your last history?
No, it's going to be yours.
Oh, it's mine, yes. Well, I'll be watching. It's not like I'm going anywhere. I'll be watching it like just everybody else.
You probably mentioned this before, but where are you going in LaCrosse?
It's WXOW, Channel 19. On some cable networks, it's Channel 9. But it's the ABC affiliate, so Good Morning America and that sort of thing.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So, Nick, he's going to be he will be a network news anchor. He's like out jumping us. Like he's.
Yeah. Do we have to, April?
Only drinking out of ABC mugs.
Yeah. Step it up, Nick.
Well, you know. In front of him?
What?
We have to curtsy in front of you?
No. But, well, maybe because.
I think women curtsy, Nick. I think the men bow.
To your point, ABC is owned by Disney, so I may be considered a Disney prince.
Ooh, very good. Okay,
do you still get to crack your jokes?
Oh, of course.
Okay, they don't like censor them out.
No, see, I'm going to be on the weekend. No supervision.
So, Joe, what are you most excited about with your new job?
Actually, it's the news side. Actually, I'm going to be interested in gathering news in the LaCrosse area and all the way out here in Monroe County and Juneau. So it's going to be fun.
April, there's going to be competition.
Who's going to be competition?
No, I'm not taking away this community news.
Oh, okay, very good. So, hey, I could have slow read through my history.
Apparently.
Yeah. Well, we didn't think you'd like go through it like a locomotive.
Did you have a going away cake? Sorry, I couldn't bake you anything.
Oh, it's okay, April. I appreciate it though.
You can still send something, April. It's not too late.
Yeah.
If I was still in the studio, April, I'd be saying, "Don't worry, bring one in anyhow. Okay, we can eat it absentia."
You could eat it while he was on like Skype.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, I like it. Yeah, very good. Good.
Where are we at?
Joe, do you have a favorite memory before you have to go and on your life? What's your favorite memory?
Well, you know, I was looking at the footage of the air show. That was fun, going out and seeing all those events. Actually, it's always going out of the studio. It seems to be the most fun. So even doing the last Amish Things and More on location, that was fun. But I think my time is up, so we're going to wrap things up. So we want to thank you for watching Your Hometown News, where we are connecting you to the community.